put down the books and step away from the television and enjoy history in a unique, exciting, and very rewarding way as a member of the 2nd Pennsylvania Regiment of the Continental Line and the 43rd Regiment of Foot. Come and help us bring history alive.
And at the heart of our mission is educating the public and supporting historic sites, as we do at one of our favorite programs, our winter encampment at Valley Forge National Historical Park. Founded in 1966, we're one of the nation's oldest and most respected living history organizations. Our goal has always been to give the public an accurate picture of the 18th century soldier and his life, and have a great time doing so. We are recognized by the IRS as a nonprofit educational organization under Section 501c3. That means that all your uniforms and equipment are tax deductible. In fact, everything you do on behalf of the regiment is tax deductible. Meals at events, mileage, motels, etc. Most of our members find this to be an excellent benefit. During the course of a year, the regiment will have about 20 events. Most will be one-day programs, like our appearance at Valley Forge. A few, such as our summertime program at Colonial Williamsburg, will be a full week. Events range from demonstrations at selected historic sites to spectacular and exciting battle reenactments with thousands of participants from across the nation, such as you see here at the 225th anniversary of the Battle of Saratoga. The majority of our presentations, however, are within a 90-minute drive of Philadelphia. We're constantly called on to provide programming for state and local agencies, the National Park Service, television and motion picture companies, ad agencies, and corporations. These scenes are from a filming we recently did for the National Park Service Visitor Center at Kings Mountain, South Carolina. We appear in the Visitor Center films at Valley Forge, Morristown, and Yorktown, too. We're even featured in a film at Britain's National Armory Museum. Over the years, we've appeared at such different places as the Washington, D.C. Mall, England's Dover Castle, France's Palace of Versailles, and Canada's Old Quebec City. We have served as honor guard for General Norm Schwarzkopf, the Prince of Denmark, and Presidents Clinton and George W. Bush. We've also been in television documentaries and miniseries, such as Washington on PBS and The Revolution on the History Channel. We even made the front page of the New York Times. Our varied calendar of interesting activities and our solid, stable organization mean you will have years of enjoyment reliving the past as a member of our colorful group. As a member, you'll get a true feel of the history as you participate with authentic equipment and flintlock muskets in reenactments filled with thundering volleys, swirling smoke, fife and drum calls, and the special excitement only possible in this country's pastime. Those interested can use the unit's tents and gear for 18th century style camping at many events as well. Interested in military fife and drum music? Intrigued with serving on an 18th century field piece? We offer those possibilities too, along with an important role for women in our authentic camp. Our members live in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, New York, Southern Connecticut, and Northern Virginia. They come from all walks of life: fathers and sons, high school and college students, historians, craftsmen, business executives, law enforcement officers, housewives, computer programmers, mechanics, lawyers, educators, and other professions. Like you, they all share a common interest in America's heritage. There are no monthly meetings, The regiment has really only one meeting a year, an enjoyable annual gathering that takes place near Philadelphia. Any other business is handled at brief get-togethers during scheduled events. Annual dues are inexpensive, and members are covered by our liability insurance, receive monthly newsletters, and an authentically prepared meal at most events. Like anything else of substance and value, this pastime involves some time and some money. Of course, most of the spending is over once you have your uniform and equipment together. While some members are able to be at every event, you can attend just a third of them to maintain your status as an active member. Our clothing and gear are accurate copies of 18th century originals. They are not costumes, but actual uniforms and accoutrements made of correct materials, cut to authentic patterns by skilled craftsmen. Both units we recreate have wonderful histories, and intensive research over decades has been done to reach the truest image possible of what the soldiers in them actually look like. Our basic American uniform is the one called for in the Continental Army Regulations of 1778, and with a few minor adjustments, we can also present an accurate image of how the original 2nd Pennsylvania appeared when campaigning at such places as Brandywine, Monmouth, and Yorktown. Reflecting the professionalism of King George's troops, the dress of the 43rd Afoot is far more uniform and shows how the original regiment would have looked as it marched up the slopes of Bunker Hill or fought at the Revolution's early battles at White Plains and Long Island. Authentic details include the special trim that surrounds each buttonhole, the distinctive cartridge box badge, and our unique buttons, copies of original 43rd Afoot buttons excavated at several Revolutionary War sites. Both infantry impressions include an authentic copy of the famed 75 caliber Brown Bess flintlock musket with its 14-inch long bayonet. Like the infantry, our fifers and drummers and members of the gun crew also wear uniforms and equipment that have been rigorously researched. We purchase items directly from a variety of makers and keep our quartermaster supplied with many of the basics you will need, such as leather gear, buttons, and canteens. These are available to our members at cost. Some other things, particularly clothing, are supplied by approved sources outside the regiment. Keep in mind that all the things you buy for your impression are tax deductible. While you are equipping yourself, we can temporarily outfit you in a British or American kit so that you can begin enjoying living history with us right away. Once you join, one of our members will be in touch with you to help you join us in the field. This is a pastime like no other. It is filled with fun and friendship, excitement and thrills. It will give you a unique perspective on history and challenge you to recreate another century. And just being part of us means you will be supporting historic sites, honoring those who forged this nation, and bringing their story alive to an appreciative public. It is truly a worthwhile endeavor. I hope you will consider joining our very special organization and bring the past to life with the 2nd Pennsylvania Regiment of the Continental Line and the 43rd Regiment of Foot.